Hi, my name is Kayla Coyne, and welcome to my Strong, Slow Stretch and Flow. I'm with Humbled Warriors Yoga, and today we're going to be working on flexibility and incorporating the breath with movements while holding each pose for an extended period of time, but also flowing throughout our sequence. So hop on the back of your mats. If you need to pause this video and go ahead and start some music, maybe on Spotify or Pandora, whatever you would like, go ahead and do that now, and let's meet back in mountain pose at the back of our mats. Thanks. So starting in mountain pose, inhale, sweep the arms up. Slowly watch the palms to touch. Begin to interlace the fingers and bring the index fingers to touch, pointing. Inhale, find link, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, open the side body and coming onto the left side. Maybe bring your gaze up to the ceiling. Holding this pose. Really tucking the tailbone, activating the core. Just warming up the body. Inhale back through center, find length. Exhale, come over to the right hand side. Again, staying with the breath. Bringing the gaze up towards the ceiling. And on your inhale, really open up through the left side ribs. Keeping the arms straight. You should start to feel some heat within the body. Inhale back through center, find length. Exhale, we're going to come all the way down onto our mat. So let's move slowly through chair pose. All the way down towards the mat. Coming into a wide-legged child's pose. Big toes to touch at the back of your mat, knees spread wide. Again, inhale, find length. Bring the arms up, palms to touch. Exhale, walk the hands out towards the top of the mat, keeping the hips planted to the heels. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips. Again, keeping the hips towards the heels. Drop the chest lower towards the mat. Really finding expansion through the ribs. And opening the backside body. Exhale, release the hands towards the mat. And begin to walk the hands underneath the shoulders. We're going to come into a mini flow here. Warm up the spine. So inhale, keeping the hips wide, knees to the edges of the mat. Inhale, open the chest, bring the shoulders back. Exhale, sit the hips back. Coming into child's pose. Inhale, rise, maybe rounding the back, and open up the chest. Exhale, sit the hips back, drop the forehead. Inhale, round the spine, open up the chest. Exhale, sit the hips back, drop the belly. 2 more, inhale up, open up the chest, bring your gaze up. Exhale, sit the hips back, child's pose. This time, inhale, let's come up all the way onto the belly. Bring the big toes apart. and slowly roll onto your mat. Inhale up for Cobra. Exhale, release. Inhale up, Cobra. Exhale, release. Last one, inhale up for Cobra. Exhale, release. You're going to press yourself back. We're going to tuck the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. Maybe keeping the knees bent here. Pedaling out the feet. Listen to your body. It's whatever you need today. Maybe your heels don't touch the floor, and that's okay. Begin to walk the hands back towards the feet in a forward fold. Again, keeping a slight bend in the knee if you need that. Allow the head to hang heavy. Bring hands to opposite elbows and hang for ragdoll. Maybe swaying from left to right. Keeping that same movement, the pedal in the feet. Pressing through the heels as you sway to that side. Deep inhale. Exhale, release. Coming into this pose a little deeper. Really opening up the back side of the legs, the hamstrings, the calves. Releasing any tension in the upper back. Release the hands, bring your gaze out to the front of the mat. You're going to walk back to your downward facing dog. Noticing the difference. In the feeling of the back of the legs as you pedal out the feet. Inhale up on the toes. Exhale, press through the mat. Press the chest back towards the upper thighs, lowering the heels. Again, if the heels don't quite touch, that is perfectly fine. Bring the gaze between the hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe bring the palms of the hands to the shins. Creating that flat back. Exhale, release, forward fold. Inhale to rise, press through the heels, sweep the arms up, watch palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, dive through center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, plant the hands and make your way into your first vinyasa. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing. Take 5 deep breaths here. Again, bring your gaze between the hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up, watch palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center, stop and feel. Find that connection with your breath. Make any adjustments as needed. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, dive through center, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length. Exhale, make your way back through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, move back to downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Bring the gaze between the hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, watch palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Step or hop back through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing. Bring the gaze between the hands, step, hop, or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweep the arms, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart, mountain pose. Coming into our Surya Namaskara bees. Inhale, sweep the arms. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length out through the crown of the head. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, stepping between the hands, warrior one. Inhale, deep breath here. Exhale, plant the hands, make your way through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, press back, downward facing. Inhale, the left leg high. Exhale, stepping between the hands. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way through chaturanga. Meet back in downward facing dog. Take 5 deep breaths. Bring the gaze between the hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, sweep the arms up, watch palms to touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last one, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, big swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, make your way through chaturanga. Meet back in down dog. Inhale, the right leg high. Exhale, stepping between the hands. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way through chaturanga. Meet back in downward facing. Inhale, the left leg up. Exhale, stepping between the hands. Inhale, up, warrior one. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way through chaturanga, knee back in downward facing dog. Feel free to take a child's pose here. Get a sip of water. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, come into your warrior one, warrior two. We're gonna be holding warrior two. Bring the arms be parallel to the floor and the gaze out in front of the middle finger. Sink deep in the knee. Find a comfortable spot. On your next exhale, bring the right forearm to meet above the knee in extended side angle. Inhale the left arm up to the front of the room. Maybe bring your gaze to the ceiling. Finding your breath. Maybe drop the right hand to the inside of the foot, or maybe take the bind here. Whatever's comfortable for you. Three more breaths. Begin to drop the left hand. If you're in the bind, unbind and come up on the left toes. Inhale up for high lunge. Again, holding this here. Sink deep in the right knee. Press energy through the left heel. Really getting that firm foundation. Lower the arms. Interlace the fingertips. Straighten the arms. Inhale, chest open. Maybe find a slight back bend here. Exhale, humble warrior. Three deep breaths. Slowly release the arms. We're going to press in towards the mat and come into cheetah. So hug the right leg in towards the chest. Rounding the back. We're going to come into falling star. So rotate the left heel down, kick the right foot out towards the left of the mat, and shift the weight into the right hand. Left arm goes out and above, fingertips to the top of the mat. Staying with the breath. Begin to drop the left hand. Bring the hips squared off towards the mat. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee. Draw the leg in towards the hip. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, release. Coming into the other side, inhale the left leg high. Exhale, stepping between the hands, windmill up. Inhale, open warrior two. Again, we're going to be holding this pose, so find a comfortable position, sink deep into the left knee, arms parallel to the mat, and gaze out in front of the middle finger. Finding that connection with your breath. On your next exhale, come into extended side angle. Maybe bring your gaze up towards the ceiling. Again, maybe you bring the left hand to the inside of the foot or come in for the bind. Whatever's comfortable for you. Again, staying with the breath. Maybe you gaze at the ceiling or close the eyes. Begin to drop the right hand, come up on the right toes. Inhale up for high lunge. Slowly drop the arms, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, humbled warrior. Begin to slowly release the hands. Press up through the mat, rounding the backside body, come into cheetah. Hug that left foot in towards the chest. And on your inhale, drop the right heel, come into falling star. Kick that left foot out to the right side of the mat. Begin to drop the right hand, square the hips off towards the ground. Inhale up for three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips. Draw the heel in toward the glute. Maybe your gaze looks left underneath the armpit. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, release the left foot to meet the right. Maybe pedal out the feet. We're going to do that flow one more time. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, set between the hands. And inhale up to warrior two. Slowing down the breath. On your exhale, extended side angle. Maybe taking the bind. Or maybe dropping the hand to the inside of the foot. Exhale, drop the left hand, come up onto the left toes. Inhale up for high lunge. Exhale, release the hands, interlace the fingertips. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, humbled warrior. Slowly release the hands. Press through the mat, round the backside body. Come into cheetah, so hug that leg in towards the chest. Drop the left heel. Inhale, open falling star. Drop the left hand, square off the hips. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, stack the hips. Draw the heel towards the glute. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, release right to the left. Coming into the other side. Inhale the left leg high. And make your way into warrior two. Sink deep in the left knee. And begin to slow down your breath here. On your exhale, make your way into extended side angle. Option to take the bind. Begin to drop the right hand, come up on the right toes. Inhale up, high lunge. Drop the arms, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, humbled warrior. On your exhale, release the hands. Press in towards the mat. Cheetah, hugging the left leg in towards the body. Drop the right heel, shift the weight into the left hand, falling star. Begin to drop the right hand, square off the hips. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, open the hips. Draw the heel towards the glute. Inhale up, three-legged dog. Exhale, drop the foot, downward facing dog. 5 deep breaths. Inhale up on the toes. Let's round through to plank. And come back into cheetah, so hug the right foot in towards the chest. We're gonna come into our triangle pose. So begin to step the right foot between the hands, straighten the leg, and draw the left foot in slightly. Toes are at an angle towards the left corner of the mat. Open the hips to the left side. Inhale the left arm high, maybe bringing the gaze to follow. Begin to draw that left shoulder back. Maybe taking the bind, so bring the left arm behind the back. Fingers come to the inside of the right thigh. Allowing the chest to open slightly. Three more breaths. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, drop the left hand. We're gonna come up on the left toes and shift into warrior three. Bringing the hands to heart center and slowly coming up off the left foot. Maybe the hands stay at heart center and they come back behind you or out in front. Whatever works for you in the space that you have. Holding this here, hips squared off to the mat. We're going to slowly bend the right knee, coming all the way down. We're going to make ourselves down into low lunge. Untucking the toes. Inhale the chest open. Watch palms to touch. Coming in for the twist. Bring the left forearm, left tricep, to meet on the right knee. And on your inhale, bring hands to heart center. Bring your gaze out over the right elbow. Again, slowing down the breath. Inhale, straighten the arms, keeping the palms together. Bringing the chest open, back to low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. We're gonna press back into downward facing dog. So tuck the left toes and press back. Taking 5 deep breaths, pedal out the feet. Inhale up on the toes. Round up through plank and come into cheetah. Bring the left foot and the left knee and hug it in towards the chest. Again, we're going to come into triangle pose. So step the left foot between the hands. Straighten the left leg and bring the right toes to an angle towards the right corner of the mat. Shift the hips to the right. Inhale the right arm up, maybe bringing the gaze to follow. Draw the right shoulder back, maybe come in for the bind. Bring the arm behind the back, the fingers to the inside of the left thigh. Three deep breaths. On your next inhale, bring the arm up. And slowly drop the right hand, shifting the hips back towards the front. We're going to shift into warriors three. So go to bring the hands to heart center. Slowly bend the left knee, come up on the right toes, and slowly bring yourself up to warrior three. Keeping the back foot flexed. Find your point of focus, your drishti. We're going to slowly make ourselves back to low lunge. Untuck the right toes. Inhale the arms up. Watch palms to touch as we come in for the twist. Bringing the right forearm to meet above the left knee. And on your inhale, bring the palms to heart center. Gaze up and over the left elbow. And as your airway is constricted here and you're twisting your body, learn to control the breath, slowing it down. Inhale, straighten the arms. Come back up to low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands, press through the mat. Tuck the right toes and press back to downward facing dog. Five deep breaths. We're gonna go through that flow again. Inhale, the right leg. This time, exhale, stepping through the hands and come directly into triangle. Left toes to the left corner of the mat. Find your balance. Inhale the left arm high. Bring your gaze to follow. Maybe come in for the bind. Inhale the right arm up. And exhale, square off the hips. You're gonna come into warrior three, bend the right knee. Slowly shift yourself up. Keeping your left foot flexed. Staying with the breath. And as you slowly release all the way to the mat, come into low lunge, untuck the left toes. Inhale the arms up, watch palms to touch. Exhale, come in for the twist. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten the arms. Come back up to low lunge. Sink deep in the right knee. Exhale, plant the hands. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Press yourself back. Inhale the left leg high. Exhale, coming into your triangle. Finding your balance first, then inhale the right arm up, bring your gaze to follow. Maybe coming in for the bind, opening up the chest, finding a little bit deeper twist here. Inhale the right arm up. Begin to drop the right hand, square up the hips. Bend the left knee, bring hands to heart center, shift into your warrior three. As you slowly come down, find your low lunge. Untuck the toes. Inhale the arms up, chest open. Watch palms to touch. And on your exhale, come in for the twist. Inhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, straighten the arms, open the chest back to the front of the room. Exhale, plant the hands, press back to downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg high. We're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. Stepping between the hands, go and shift the heels back, toes to the front of the room. Straighten the legs. Come onto the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Find length through the backside body. Keeping the backside strong, staying parallel to the ground. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, drop the right hand. Inhale the left high. Begin to bring the left arm back behind the body for the bind and open up the chest. Inhale the left arm up. Exhale, bring the left to meet the right. Again, inhale, halfway lift. And fly the arms up. Exhale, plant the left hand. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, twist. Take the bind. Inhale the right arm high. Exhale, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Come up on the fingertips. And exhale, let's walk the hands back toward the edge of the mat. Pressing way into the sides of the feet and the heels. And release. Go ahead and bend the knees. We're gonna go ahead and make our way onto our backside body. Coming into a little bit of ab workout for this session. So keep the right foot planted to the mat, keep the knee bent. The right arm's gonna go back behind the head. And we're gonna do a full body side stretch with the left side, pointing the toes and pointing the hands. Inhale here, and as you exhale, we're gonna crunch for 10. Exhale, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale here. And then keeping the left leg extended, we're going to bring the right elbow and crunch up to the left knee. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, bend the left knee, drawing the foot in towards the glute. Left elbow's bent, hand behind the head. Inhale, full body stretch on the right. Crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend both elbows, left elbow to the right leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, full body stretch. Coming back to the left side, bend the right knee, draw the right foot in towards the glute. Inhale, full body stretch on the left. Crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opposite elbow, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Full body stretch. Coming back to the right. Draw the left foot in. Inhale, full body stretch on the right hand side. Crunch for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite elbow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, full body stretch. Take 3 breaths here. And when you're ready, come into a seated position. We're gonna come into a fire log, and if fire log is not in your practice, or maybe it's not comfortable for you, and it's too much for your hips, I invite you to come into eye of the needle. So staying on your back, and we're gonna go to the right and then to the left side. So bring the right elbow to meet above the knee and press the right hip out. Reach through the triangle and hug the left leg in towards the chest, really opening up the hip here. So we're gonna come into the right hand side first. And when we switch to the left, just if you're staying in eye of the needle, switch to the left side. So coming into fire log, we're gonna bring the right foot on the top, flex both the right and the left feet, toes towards the top of the mat or wherever you're facing, out in the middle in the center of the knee. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, we're gonna fold over. So walk the hands out to the top of the mat. Releasing into the hip. Begin to walk the hands out towards the right. Chest goes over towards the knee. And then walk the hands back through center. We're gonna come over to the left-hand side. So keep that hip grounded. Inhale up, find length, and then walk the hands out towards the foot. You're gonna walk the hands back through center and slowly walk yourself back up. If you're in eye of the needle, go ahead and switch to the left side. Bring the left ankle to meet above the left knee. We're gonna come into the left-hand side for fire log as well. So inhale, find length, watch palms to touch. Exhale, walk the hands out, keeping the hips grounded to the mat. Really lengthening the backside body as we walk out towards the top. Allowing the chest to fall. Moving slowly here. Remember to keep the heels, pressing energy through the heels and the feet flexed. This protects the knee. Taking 3 more breaths here in the center. And then slowly walking the hands out to the left side, allowing the chest to fall towards the knee. Again, staying with the breath. Noticing any tension you hold within the hips or within any part of your body. And allowing yourself to breathe, inhale and exhale as you release this tension. You're going to walk the hands back through center and over to the right hand side. Again, squaring off the chest, and exhale, release down towards the mat. Noticing how this side feels so much different from the other. Again, breathing to release that tension. Walking the hands back through center and slowly making yourself up towards seated. If you're in eye and the needle, come back and meet us into our forward folds. Extend both legs to the top of the mat, feet flexed. Ground through the sit bones. If you need to pull the flesh away from the sit bones to really find your foundation, go ahead and do so. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Keeping the gaze out at the big toe. Maybe finding a slight bend in the knee here. And with every exhale, sink a little deeper, allowing the chest to fall a little closer towards the upper thighs. And slowly make yourself back up towards seated, keeping the legs extended. With that one more time. Inhale, sweep the arms. Finding length in the backside body and through the torso. Grounding through the sit bones. As you exhale, release, forward fold. Keeping the gaze out in front of you. Maybe grabbing a hold of the big toe. Staying with your breath. Using it as a tool. Maybe keeping your breath as your drishti, your point of focus. Instead of focusing on the tension, focusing on the breath that moves throughout the body. Slowly rounding up all the way to seated. And come to lie flat on your back. Inhale the arms up above the head and extending the legs for a full body supine stretch. Filling up the chest and the lungs with air. And as you exhale, release the arms to the side. Spread the legs wide. And come into your final resting pose, Savasana. I want to thank you so much for joining me today and for showing up on your mats. You're welcome to stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. Again, thank you for sharing your practice. Namaste.